And off to Deadpool.
So we saw Deadpool 2. Really enjoyed it. It's personally, I think I came out of the first one liking that one a little bit more, but I think that's partly because with this one you get the gore, the jokes, the swearing, and all that stuff. Which in the first one, when you're seeing like an X-Men or Marvel movie, that really is almost outrageous or whatever. With this one, it's still funny, but I didn't have that quite as like some of the stuff was the shock and the awe, I guess, was kind of gone a little bit. So but this was really really good. It had some funny stuff. The after credit stuff is one of my favorite parts in it. From here, as in the title, there's spoilers. I'm not holding back, so spoilers. So yeah, the we have Colossus return, we have a Negasonic return, we have Yukio show up in this, which is interesting because if you've seen the Wolverine from 2013, Yukio was in that. So yeah, so that was interesting to have that character return. One of the craziest things in it is that, like the trailers, if you've seen the trailers, they really build up the whole X-Force side of things. And what's hilarious is they literally last like only seconds in the movie. The only character that survives is Domino. The rest of them, right out of their first mission, when they're jumping out, parachuting out of the plane, all these accidents happen. That all the characters die except for Domino. And speaking of Domino, with her, I got some enjoyment out of how they showed her power of luck. That was pretty cool how they did a lot of that stuff. Cable was very cool. Very much a big. If you're a fan of the Terminator stuff, Cable's very much the Terminator. He's from the future, and he's there to kill a child before the child gets older and causes trouble in the future.
I'll be back.
So yeah, this character, Russell, this kid Russell, mutant, when he gets older, when he first kills in what's to be the present, that according to Cable, that he gets a taste for it, and he goes on to become a major villain in the future and ends up killing Cable's wife and child. And that's why Cable decides to come back to the present and kill this mutant child. Well, I say child. He's probably meant to be about 14, 13, 14, something like that. Some cool cameos. We see there's a room full of the X-Men. We see Beast closing the door. A lot of remarks regarding the Marvel Studio stuff. There's a moment. Oh yeah, the Juggernaut's in this, and he's a CGI Juggernaut. So in this iteration, you could easily see, where I'm a Hulk fan, you could see Hulk and Juggernaut have a big battle. Like they make Juggernaut bigger, like he should be, and stuff. And him and Colossus have a big battle. Deadpool fighting Juggernaut. He's on top of him, top of his, and he's referencing the what Black Widow would say to Hulk, or whatever, what they would say to Hulk about the sun is getting low, real low, and all that stuff. It's pretty funny. He refers to Josh Brolin as Thanos, as you see in the trailer. This one was really good, and it obviously leads into an X-Force movie that they've been talking about. I don't think there's been any kind of date officially mentioned from Fox, but so you're likely to have Cable and Domino, Deadpool. I don't know if Colossus and Negasonic would be part of that or not. But it really kind of, the funny thing is they kind of end it in a way that they where the first one obviously, especially at the end, at the after credits scene, where he talked about having Cable and stuff, that this one doesn't have that. The after credits, there isn't, by the way, there isn't any credits at the very end. Like when the actual credits run, there's nothing there. But after, similar to what Marvel always did, is the mid credits has been coined. There's that's some of the best part of the movie, because characters like Vanessa dies in the early stages of this movie. So at the end, at the very end, the mid credit scene, they fix. I was gonna say Thanos. They fix Cable's time traveling, because in the movie he only had 2 charges, so he could come back so far and then try to fix things, and then to go back to his timeline. So in this one, he actually uses his second charge to go back and save Deadpool. Anyways, I guess I got lost there a little bit. But so they show Negasonic fixing the Cable's time gadget, and they give it to Deadpool, and Deadpool goes back, and one is, I'm trying to remember, but one is he kills the Deadpool from the original Wolverine's origin that he was in. Or was that the Wolverine? No, that was the Origins. So he kills him, and he just says, "I'm fixing the timeline." And he does go back, and the first person he brings back is Vanessa. He saves her. So I guess you're left with thinking she's back to being alive again. But then he shows him jump to that he kills Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is in his office or at a desk, and he's saying, "Welcome to the big show," or "Big Leagues," or whatever, and he's holding the Green Lantern script, and then Deadpool kills him, and then says, "You're welcome, Canada." So it's pretty funny. That he saved Peter, because Peter had died. Like I said, the X-Force guys, they all die like on their very first mission, except for Domino. That's it. Those were really good. Hilarious, that he does some of that stuff. That's what makes it a Deadpool movie, right? Like all that kind of, I'm not a reader of the Deadpool comic, but I get the gist of him, that he does the jokes and stuff, and he was another fourth wall breaking character, which I feel like She-Hulk might have been, John Byrne's She-Hulk might have been one of the first ones back in the later 80s, I think, maybe mid 80s, late 80s. So if you really like the first one, you'll like this one, no doubt. I did like this movie. There was, again, a lot of humors, a lot of jokes in it. Like I said, references to Marvel stuff. Oh, he references that he was Deadpool says that he was fighting this Cape guy until he found out that his mother's name was Martha too. Like, that was pretty funny. There was all kinds of funny stuff in it. But yeah, as far as CGI and stuff, I found it was good. The Colossus stuff was really good. In fact, I thought Colossus looked better in this movie than in the first movie. The first movie, he almost looked too big or something. This one, he looked a little bit more slimmed down. The arms weren't as large and stuff, like less hulkish and more Colossus like, right? Like for right out of the comics. And Juggernaut was cool. I believe Ryan Reynolds did the motion capture stuff for Juggernaut. And I thought I heard he also did a third character. Good movie. Good movie. It could set up X-Force. You know, the team's somewhat. It looks like the team at the end is Negasonic and Colossus, and maybe Yukio, and Deadpool, Domino, and Cable. So that'd be cool. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the movie. So I'm a little late getting this one, a little late seeing this movie, later than I wanted to. So I've got off to see today. I'm doing this Tuesday, and then Thursday I'm off to see Solo. So I'll get probably won't be up until Friday my reaction or review of that movie. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the movie. I know I did, and we'll see you next time.